Aries. Happy October. Thanks for stopping by. So before we get into your cards, Spirit was giving me a channeled message right off the bat, and they were giving me the visual of a bullfight, specifically a matador, waving his red cape in front of the bull, and the bull doing the like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck you up, bro." Like, so what I'm understanding is somebody is gonna throw the red cape in front of you. Somebody is going to kind of, what I'm hearing now is dare you. And I want to tell you that this is an opportunity to dismantle a trigger, like dismantling a bomb. Like, oh, when they said this phrase to me, or this word, or they made me feel this particular emotion, snap, like I fucking exploded. So I need to find the wire so that I don't explode next time somebody does this. Because if I can be triggered this easily, if somebody can wave the red cape and dare me to do something that I wouldn't have done, except that they catalyzed this reaction in me, anything that is reactive, Aries, like, might be something worth examining, might become a little bit of a problem if not addressed, but can become a beautiful fucking solution. Like the benefits of figuring out where the wire is, like, oh, that's because my father sometimes made me feel like a failure, or my sister used to use that exact word when she wanted to hurt my feelings, and now when anybody else uses it, you know what I'm saying? And then if you know that, you can just clip the right wire, diffuse the bomb, no red cape. Okay, now we're gonna get into your cards. They have a lot to say to you. Feels good. Love it. The Hermit. Wow. Okay. Wow. Beautiful. There you are. There's that cape! Five of Wands. Five of Wands in the future. I just love the way Spirit finds to communicate. Fun fact. This is my very first deck of cards that I was given ever, Aries, by my mother, and I was just feeling inspired to use this deck. Love these. Okay. You are being summoned, Aries. You are being given, some of you are being given an ultimatum. And I'm, you know, okay, this is the part where I'm going to say, you know, this is a general reading, Aries. So, A, some of these messages will resonate more than others. But B, these messages, if you're dealing with a person, this could be you or the other person who is dropping an ultimatum. I feel like for a lot of you, it's you. Like, this is what's happening. What do you want to do about it? Like, this is what I want. Do you want that? No? Cool. Like, or yay, cool. Like, let's do it. You have learned something. You have learned something really important, Aries, and Spirit wants to give you some congratulations. Like, we're learning for all our lives, and we'll have more learning to do. But you as the Hermit, and then that Six of Swords in your past says you've been doing some serious self-reflection, and you've been doing some clearing and some walking away from situations that maybe didn't serve you. Some of you, they're even saying, maybe felt like a little bit of a loss. Like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna cut my fucking losses. I'm gonna take my passenger swords, the lessons I learned, and leave the pain. You notice how the points of the swords are not showing in the Six of Swords, and I was gonna say, and that's the point. That's the idea. This isn't gonna hurt me anymore. Now I can use these as like as a herald, as a you know, we could refer back to the diffusing of the bomb we were talking about and be like, oh, no, I've done that one before. That one used to hurt me. Not anymore. Now I know what that is. Oh, that's my daddy issues or whatever. I'm speaking from Spirit, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. There's a rebirth happening for you, Aries, and Spirit is now talking about your 7th house, because it's Libra season. So partnering is on a lot of your minds. There's a lot of action in that 7th house, especially if you're an Aries rising. So take this as an opportunity. Some of you are going to be tested. Damn, Spirit is talking loud today. Some of you are going to be tested with like a prototype, and that's the word they're using, with the prototype of a partner that you've been with before. Like, oh, I'm really into sad boys. Oh, I'm really into like free-spirited women or whatever, you know, gender non-specific. I love them all, gamut. You may be presented with a prototype. You may get that red cape waved, some of you, in that sense of like the partnering romance sense, where it's like, damn, oh my God, I'm so attracted to you. But wait. Like, is that the cape or is it you that is attractive? You know what I'm saying? A dare. You have learned a tremendous amount, and that it goes to show in the fact that you show up as the King of Wands, crowning your reading. Appropriate. The King of Wands is the King of Fire, the creator, the inspired leader. Some of you are doing some gathering of your forces. Some of you are just beginning to conceive of the type of kingdom that you want to build. Some of you are just beginning to seek out greater counsel in finding that. I feel that's very important. If you look at the imagery on the card at the bottom of your reading, the Hierophant, and then you look at the card right next to it, the Two of Wands, you can see the sequence of events here. This fellow, Jason and the Argonauts, I love this deck. I'm not going to go into the nerdery. He is approaching the cave to learn from the Hierophant. There is a teacher nearby. Some of you know who this is. Some of you, it's hidden yet and it will be revealed to you. Some of you are already working with this person. I'm hearing all three of these different scenarios. You're going deeper. That's what they just said. The Hermit, the Seeker, the Teacher, you're going deeper. No rhyme intended. There's something you want. A wish. You have the Nine of Cups in the position of what is around you, what is available to you. Some wish fulfillment. Some really dreamy, though it's important, Spirit is saying, okay. For those of you who encounter or have recently encountered that prototype person who is really whatever like your type is, or you know, they push a lot of your buttons in the good way or the bad way. Be as self-reflective and as patient as you can manage. By that I mean, don't run at the red cape. Don't run at it. Doesn't mean you shouldn't approach. For some of you, this could be very real. But what I'm feeling is there could be a temptation to grab it and say, this is what it is. It's in this box. Like, this is my person now. Or this is my title now. Or general readings. What's that wish fulfillment that is sort of being dangled in front of you? Trust your own intuition. Your free will, your intuition are what matter here. I'm here to bring the messages. What resonates with you and where that tuning fork directs you, that is within your power, King of Wands. Okay. Be as self-reflective and as Spirit is kind of giving me this, like, you know how if you're in an exercise class or like a theater class or something, maybe some of you are doing these things and that's why they're giving me that, but it's kind of like, shake it out. Like, we're going to get loose. Like, let's not, we're not tight. We're not trying to hold. We're loose. Oop, sorry, cat disaster. As I was saying, in the key position of your reading is the Eight of Pentacles. This is a remarkable card for if you do the work, you will get the results. And some of you, this is very literal. Some of you are working at your craft and it's like about growing your money, growing your skills, again, growing that kingdom, that empire that they were referring to earlier. This is a really important, this is pivotal. Key position, right? That's the idea. And also the conclusion. And what's beautiful about the Eight of Pentacles is it's joyful work. It's not just like, yes, there's sweat, don't get me wrong, but it's the kind of sweat where you stand back after you've done your hard day's work and you're like, hell yeah, like I did that. Go the fuck off, me. So, King of Wands, that shit. Get to work on what it is that you care about, but don't try to grab it. Don't try to box it. That, we want to let it grow. And you know how something will grow in correspondence to its container, right? Like, I could plant a head of lettuce in, you know, something the size of a coffee mug, and I would have an adorable little tiny head of lettuce. But if I plant that same seed in a container this large, you get it. So don't be trying to contain right now. Now is exploration. Now is learning. Now is implementing. And then let the roots dig in and grow, and then see what branches off. Now is the time to branch. Branch, branch, branch. Okay. I want to draw another card. I forget that you live in the future and you already know what the other card clarifying this Five of Wands is, but I don't. Let's see. Spirit, what do we need to know about this conflict for Aries? What do we need to... Ooh! Wow! Holy hell. Okay, so you got two. Let's talk about it. Kind of had a strong feeling, Aries, that you were going to get that Six of Wands, that you were going to get your fleece. Because again, Jason and the Argonauts, and they're seeking this magical golden fleece. And here you see the Five has progressed naturally into the Six, where you hold this fleece. But not before a massive change, a massive ending. When we have the Judgment and the Death card, we can say for a lot of you definitively there's some kind of like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not interacting with this person anymore. I'm not doing this substance anymore. I'm not going through with this pattern of behavior anymore. I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired of feeling this way. I learned this is what they're saying. I learned what I needed to learn from that. So a lot of you are going to diffuse the bomb. A lot of you are going to leave the ring and be like, fuck that matador. I don't need your fucking... Wave the cape all day, son. I'm going to go out and enjoy the world. A lot of you are going to learn what you needed to learn, walk away, and that is a victory. Victory. This is so funny. I love Spirit. Okay, look, this Spirit will use whatever manner that they can to get through to us, and they're showing me fucking Back to the Future. Like, you chicken? And if any of you know the movie that I'm talking about, if you don't, like, do yourself a favor and please enjoy the trilogy. But if you know what I'm talking about, the protagonist of the story, Marty McFly, throughout the movies, is presented with these different people, you know, asking if he's chicken. And Marty, when he's, you know, he's young, he's fresh, he's the bull, and somebody waves that fucking cape in front of him and he's like, no, I'm not a fucking chicken, and he's liable to do something ill-advised. So over the course of his story and his adventure, Marty comes to a point where somebody asks if he's chicken, and I'm not going to spoil the movie for you, but he takes a different tack. And it's something that a lot of you are going to experience this month. The satisfaction, the great satisfaction, and the level up, and the freedom of thought, Spirit is saying. So for some of you, it's like, I am so done having my bandwidth taken up by this. Like this hang up or this person, again, depending on your situation. I'm done feeling afraid, for example, of expressing myself and being the King of Wands, the creator that I am. So if some of you have been like, okay, like I've been learning about how to do a podcast or what I want to do on YouTube or what I want to do in this business or this art, this creative endeavor, this activism, it's something that comes from your soul. Okay, that's the idea, your fire. If you've been learning and thinking and hesitating on executing, some of you, it's a good time to execute. It's a good time to grow it as much as possible. I am hearing, in every case, except when it comes to that red cape, go for it. You have what it takes. You have the charisma, you have the leadership, you have the charm, you have the ideas, you have the creativity. That's the King of Wands. You have everything. You have everything going for you to get the victory. Get that fleece. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Can I come back briefly to the 2 of Cups? To the hopes and fears, to that new love, that new person that some of you are looking for, or that renewal within a relationship? This is definitely a possibility. And I wanna make the argument, I'm hearing from Spirit, that the dismantling of your triggers and diffusing of certain bombs, listen, bombs are hot. I mean that literally. And like, I'm being punny right now, but what we are attracted to what I've understood from Spirit regarding chemistry, whether that's with a person, often with a person, but even with a thing, a behavior, engaging with it is like, ooh, it's hot, it's attractive, it's magnetic. When that happens, it's because there's a lesson in it for you. Like we can have chemistry with people that we should not, oh my God, right? Like, have we all not been there where it's like, why am I like fucking on fire for you? But this is terrible. Like, you're also setting my life on fire. Like, why am I into this? Because there's a bomb here that I can diffuse. Because you activate something in me that I can decide, do I like the way that makes me? Or do I not like the way that makes me? And then I can, if I don't like it, diffused. I like it, Aries. How do you feel? Looks like you're gaining a lot of wisdom and a lot of power this month. Tell me about it. Stories, questions. I love to hear it. Anecdotes, tales of adventure and pride and fucking victory. Go get your fleece. Go get your fleece, Aries. Thank you for being here. I hope it's really helpful for you, and I hope it does help you get what you want. Just remember to discern patiently, reflectively about, do I really want that? And then you're going to have the best of what you want. Not just anything, not just something that looks good, but something that is good. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, Aries. Good luck to you. Happy magic making. And if I don't see you in a video before then, I hope I see you in your November reading. Bye, Aries.